I wanted to harp on the fact that you're getting the deal funded by a lender that was referred, that has actually funded multi-millions of dollars worth of deals for me in my business over the last 15 years, or the last 5 years, really, right? And they're going to give you 90% of the purchase price. So they're going to give her 90% of the purchase price. She's buying it for, what's the purchase price?
So purchase price is 75 all in after down. So
okay, so $75,000 purchase price. They're going to give you 90% of that, meaning that the down payment is $7,500 plus closing costs.
Wow, so that was the only cash that was needed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, correction.
Like, really?
Correction.
Yeah.
Correction.
So we're buying at 16.
Because let's
Yeah.
make sure
There's gonna be
factor in
insurance.
Yeah.
So that's just the down payment, but then after that, if there's lawyers'
Closing.
fees, insurance,
Closing,
closing,
yes. Yeah.
taxes.
Exactly.
So they're going to give her 90% of the purchase price, and they're going to give her 100% of the rehab cost. So she's giving them a scope of work up front of what the plan is, and they're going to give her all that money. Now she'll start it, and they'll reimburse her. They'll start it, and they'll reimburse
They
her.
call that a draw?
A draw system,
Okay.
exactly. So you don't need a lot of money to always do this real estate game. And here's the kicker. The balance that's needed, she got funded by another partner.
Right.
So she's walking into
You
this
up,
deal.
girl?
I know.
like
I
totally
love it this way. I'm like, you know what? I might have to do this a little
When
bit
But the
more.
risk is your credit, though.
It is.
It is a
Correct.
risk for you, too, because
Correct.
I think it always works best when everybody has some type of skin in the game. So
Absolutely.
it can't be like, oh, I have no risk at all, because what's your incentive, right? But that's your credit on the line, and
Absolutely.
that's valuable.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Need
So yeah,
alignment.
talk about that
Yeah.
a little bit. I know you help people assess risk, and some of the resources we provide are like risk assessment calculators.
Absolutely.
And you were talking to me about how much you relied the calculator. Oh, I got to put it in the calculator and send it to Sam. Talk about some of the resources the club offers in that
so
way.
if you're part of the club, you get access to our in-house calculators. We have a calculator for fix and flips, a calculator for rental properties, and anytime you're going to buy a property, you absolutely have to put it through the calculator, because it's so easy to forget about different costs when doing a deal. A lot of people, we were just talking about this, right? A lot of people buy a house for, let's say, $100,000. Keep it simple.
Right.
You put $50,000 in renovation, and you're going to sell it for $200,000. They think you're going to make 50 grand on that deal, but in reality, you don't, because there's insurance, like you talked about, closing costs, attorneys, taxes, insurance, utilities, realtors when you go to sell it, right? And so the calculator makes sure you don't forget about any of those costs, so you know going in
Is this worth
What?
where
Is
the
it
deal's
worth it?
worth
What's
it
the
or not.
profit of it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is have to bring money to the table to sell it, because you didn't factor all those costs that are in addition to just the purchase and renovation.